Right. We're all going to hate the title of this next game. River sent it to me. If we don't like it, blame River. It's called Water Womb World. I don't know. But River suggested it. So we're going to see how this goes. That's Apple. Excuse me. All right. I didn't want to download anything if I didn't know if I was going to play it, so. All right, we going, chat. Oh, it didn't make its own folder. Damn it. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
You and everyone in chat is awesome and thank you. KFTW love, KFTW love.
Thanks, Christoph. We playing Horror of Akui? No, because Horror of Akui and OBS don't get along. It is just pixels. It's OBS. OBS doesn't like a lot of static. So, oh my god. But I have played it, and it's on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. If you enjoyed that scream, please check out Keita Nash on Twitch for other voice acting and screaming needs. It's true. Birth Simulator. Oh, I hope not. I really like the look of the last game. Yeah, I love the look of Disconnected. You and everyone in chat is awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Hall, for 39 months. That is so many fucking months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Horror of Akui doesn't want to be recorded. No, it doesn't. That's kind of creepy in its own thought. The game doesn't want it. You're breathtaking. Thank you, guys. So, yeah, this is called Water Womb World. I am going into it blind. I don't know what this is. River just sent it to me and said if I like it, their other games are similar. So, YOLO. So. This is a name, though. It is not by them, though. What's the name of the person who's made this? It says author here, so I'll go based off Itch.io. Thank you, Itch.io. All right, there we go. So we're gonna see what this is about, chat. I don't know. It'll be the scariest game in the world. I don't know. Horror of Akui's Shy Guy's sibling. Oh. Small is probably fine. But I gotta capture it. Hold on. God, seeing the words Water Womb World in all caps. Why are my alerts scaring me?
Hi, Kat, how are you?
Hi, Japanime. I'm good. Getting scared, it's fine. Also yawning because I have a problem with staying awake, apparently. Japanime, thank you so much for 25 months of support. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I had to look up what Horror of Akui was, and it's apparently a Latin derived name from fear of emptiness. That matches. I don't want to say the spoiler of the plot twist for it, so. Water Woomy World. Woomy. All right. So we're going to see how this goes. I don't know. Though I am a Christian man, I have long forsworn any contentment in its primitive superstitions. The mysticism, the rituals, I know they are all articulations of a deeper material fact. In older times, it was seen that the order of the scientific world and the perfection of God's plan confirmed each other at every turn. Well, I still believe this has to be the case, although in quite an unorthodox way. My lifelong work has been to find the origin point of man's fall from grace. It has taken me all over the world, but I believe I am closer than ever to finding the truth. I am heading deep into the ocean, into a region they call Gasper's Zone. I have everything I need in my submersible lab. I hope to find some answers soon. Soon I will tread out on the holy seabed, where the spirit blew life into the increate mantle. I have lit my path with the submersible's lights. It is a blessed way. Way? I don't know. My brain decided to just not be there for a second. Before I leave, I ought to fill up my tank and grab some nets for specimen collection. I'm going to need both if I'm going to do my research. Okay, refill tank. Can I look at anything else? Research? I should find more samples before I begin my studies. Okay, replenish nets. Mirror. Oh, I'm looking pretty good. Okay. I guess head out? Horvakui is about you being a puppo and running away from the Hoover. Oh my god. I'm gonna have a nervous break. Yeah, apparently. Man's fall from grace. NFT. I mean fair. It's a non-fungible token. It is very complicated to explain. Yeah. Basically a complicated way to exchange money for nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Head out. Oh no, River, what did you make me play? Even with my lights, it is still quite dark out here. Well, as long as they're on, I'm sure I'll be fine. Oh yeah, this is gonna go well. Oh, maybe I have to press E. I just have to remember that the entrance back to the lab is further south. I hope to find some good specimens here, whether by sifting through the silt or netting some fish. I must remember that the live specimens will try to evade me, but I should not give up hope, as they cannot swim too far away. I must also remember that if I sift at one position, it would be a waste to sift there again until later. I should try to find one live sample via my net, and also 2 samples from sifting. That should be sufficient for now. Time to begin. May God guide me. Okay. Oh, just sift silt. I didn't find anything. I'll keep looking. Didn't find anything. A dive mask, likely an older make by the looks of it. It only has one large window to see from. Might be worth looking at back at the lab. That was terrifying. What? Okay. How do I know? Oh! Fish in my face! Okay. It's hard to... I don't know what... Okay. Well, my oxygen's getting pretty low. Well, I guess we'll do that. Not for trade according to Urban Dictionary. I mean, this has a feel of part of Stories Untold where you're doing science. A little bit, yeah. You know, Kat, if people keep playing this screamer, I'm gonna be very happy to collect kids from the bus. Wait, what? I was going to make a joke about an old song, Money for Nothing, but then I remembered it has slurs. Yeah, don't do that. What horror indie game have you played so far? I have played 3, all from Christophe Ray, and they are Letter to a Friend, which was their Game Jam game in 2015. Letters to a Friend Farewell, which is their brand new released game. Highly suggest getting it. And then the game after that I played was Disconnected, which was a Game Jam game they did in 2017. Kat, did you also find Dory with that mask? I mean... I should find more samples. Oh. Okay. Mirror, how am I looking? I'm looking pretty good. Okay. Oh, found a post-Lapicerian Adamite skull. Looks quite old. It might reveal something. I'll study it when I get back to the lab. So now it's just waiting to throw a net. Do I just wait for the fish jump scare? I don't entirely understand the throw net mechanic yet. Okay. What's this game? This game is called Water Womb World. I don't know, River sent it to me. This is Watery Wombs or something. I don't understand the throw net mechanic. Do I just do it randomly? I don't know. We just don't ask too many questions about what River was searching for when she found it. Water Woomy World, yeah. Kids in my neighborhood scream a lot. I mean, yeah. Kids do scream a bunch. I don't understand the throw net mechanic. What am I supposed to do with that? Oh. Hate this conversation in chat. Finder's just joking because you said that there's a baby, unless there's a baby swimming in it, it's not a womb. What do I do? I don't understand. Got him! I'll check out this specimen when I get back to... Why did it stay so long there? I've been blessed with a bounty to research. It is time to get back to lab and begin. I can barely contain my excitement. All my life's work has led up to this moment. Okay. Even though I've been down here but briefly, I can feel God working in my heart and opening my mind. Okay, buddy. I did try to use the net on it when I saw it last time, but it didn't. It like pops up and then goes away. And I don't know if it's because I was clicking move too much. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. Ugh. Okay. The original sin of man, the original temptation, was that God opening the mind too? I'm alone here, but I feel the comfort of the Holy Spirit and connectedness to all things. The human being was made in the image of God, a divine mirror of creation that was made imperfect by our sin. I can feel it sometimes in the strangeness of my body, as if I was once connected to the source and severed from it. Boom. It was as if I was once a thing rooted in a vaster whole, but I was violently removed and left to float freely by my own. Well, as I have said, I should get to work. You're thinking really hard into this, buddy. Researching. Oh, Jesus. Fascinating. This person was extremely close to the source of Genesis, the birth of all creation. They lived to be very, very old and have only a trace of degeneration. Adamite skull, partially fossilized, remains of a sin of Adam. Contains 5% ancestral corruption. By approximate calculations, this human lived for about a millennium and was born 10 generations after the primeval fall. High bone density suggests aquatic lifestyle. Not a fan of that. My retinas. Can't catch me on the gingerbread man. The bone density, yes. One of the pillars of aquatic or aqua endemic studies is that early man lived underwater. Countless generations have passed since such a time, and the form the sons of man take now is very different. I can only imagine what it looked like to be so pure, so near the state of grace. I'll load up the next sample. Dive mask. Production state mid-20th century. Rubber skirted dive mask. Ornamented with various... I don't know, biblical inscriptions. The mask would prove that I am not the first one to explore Gasper's zone. However, this area is entirely remote, meaning whoever was here for a purpose. Judging by the crucifixes on the strap, I imagine explorers were sent here by the church. There are certain divisions in the papal conclave who are in the know, but some would prefer to occlude the truth from the world. Were these explorers eliminated by more traditional factions? And what did they discover? Where are they now? I'll take a look at the next sample. Christograms? Oh, okay. Oh, night, Cynthia. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for hanging out with us and sharing in the spoops with us. I appreciate you. The effect on the visuals was bugging me, but putting it in text seems mean. Yeah. Ancient fish. I don't mind the visuals until it was text. Ancient fish, carbon dating estimation, 10,000 years, laser vivisection, yielded fish fed on native coral forms, hyper calcified bone structure, tensile strength, matching modern materials. Anyway. Christogram is a monogram or combination of letters that form an abbreviation for the name of Jesus Christ, traditionally used as a religious symbol within the Christian church. I did not know that. Metamaterials. Okay, thank you. Sounds like a weird conversion, yeah. Amazing. This fish may have very well been alive during the time of the pre-deluge patriarchs. This very well may confirm the theory of Gaspar's zone being located in or around Edenic ground. But how? Some of suspension of space-time, or some biological deceleration of the aging process. I must conduct more extensive search. Soon I will go out for more samples. The fuck is that noise? What was that? A whale? It sounded even bigger. I should go check outside. Or don't. Ugh. The lights are out? Damn. But something stirs in me. Oh Lord, even in this darkness, I know you are with me. Your word is a light to my feet and a lamp to my path. Guide me. Hey, buddy. Can I throw a net? Damn it! Hey. Son of Adam, I beseech thee. Your forebears abandoned the tree of life and ate the fruit of knowledge. You walk a contrary path. You will leave this place, or you will exchange one life for another, die as a man, or join God in full flesh. To hear the voice of your God is to return originward, back into the womb where words would fail. Know this now. I am but his created messenger. This is all I know. Son of Adam, I beseech thee. I beseech thee. I beseech thee. An angel? Squids are my angels. It's, makes sense. I mean, Cthulhu, are you out there? Reaper Leviathan, yeah. It's a whale love song. It's horny. How about no? An emissary of the Lord. Amazing. Their visage even matches the description in the deciphered Genesis Aposiphon. To see such things. Can it be possible to see such sights? But what did their message mean? Full flesh and God? I can't postpone my research any longer. I'm closer than ever, and I will find the truth. I must find more samples. That means it was the Metatron? That's a pretty big fucking deal. I mean, I know nothing about Christianity, so... yeah. Time to change it up. I ought to find 2 live specimens, 1 object in the silt. Okay. Oh. I feel as if I barely even need this oxygen underwater anymore. I am closer to God than ever. I think you still need the oxygen, sir. Okay. Okay. I should probably have a way of going about this. Okay. Okay. Interesting. This coral's color is similar to the red pigmentation I found in that ancient fish. I should collect it. Okay, so we got one thing. Now it's just finding a live specimen. Oh, see, it goes away. And that time I made sure not to. I hit it. Got him. I'll check out the specimen when I get back to the lab. Okay. I'm gonna go. I was gonna go back to the lab, but there we were. Excellent. Now I go back to the lab to begin my research. It has been interesting swimming down here. The dark and gloom is almost a comfort to me. I'm reminded of Moses seeing God in the luminous dark, the undifferentiated infinitude, incomprehensible to the created mind. But I believe I can know God, and I will know God. Okay, buddy. It is strange. Perhaps it is just exhaustion from my swimming, but I feel a bit dizzy. Beatific lightness has entered my mind. The knowledge I've gained over the years seems to fly over me just at the moment I'm learning the ultimate truth. Well, there's nothing to do but press on. Alright, oh hell no. Rude fish? That fish was trolling you, or was, yeah. Are we talking about a person named Christian Anthony? Wait, what? Is Twitch... Mine's okay. Didn't look like Alan Rickman to me. Wait, what? Now we play Bayonetta? I mean, yeah. Bayonetta's great. Apocryphon? Maybe. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, a lot of people take creative liberties for angels. That's true. But deathless fish. Cross analysis with previous fish sample. Fish are age exceeds previous estimations. Born sometime in Jurassic period. Cellular growth abnormal, almost completely still. Stomach contents reveal more native coral forms. DNA contains proto-human proteins? This fish is even older. Amazing, almost impossible. There is some common link between this life form and our own. I notice as well, this fish, as well as the others, are lacking eyes, not unheard of with fish in the deep ocean. But even blind fish can sense the difference between light and darkness. These fish lack that capacity completely. And more than that odd coral in the gut. And more of that odd coral in the gut. What does it mean? There must be something. All of a sudden I feel. Deathless fish 2. Unknown morphology. 50% of sample consists of coral polyp. Age again exceeds multiple geologic periods. Secretion of unknown stone substance. DNA contains proto-human proteins. So old, impossibly old. The ancient days. Time seems to spiral out in front of me. The divine plan imprinted in all things. How old is it? The fish seems to have been close to the origin of life itself. I'll take a look at it. The next thing. Red coral. Origin unknown. Error. Studded? With proto-human neuron hyper capable of creating consciousness field. Womb of God. Error, error, error. What does it mean? I can barely read this. Fucking tell me about it. Failing, perhaps. Decompression sickness? But it seems greater than that. Like the symbols of the world are falling from their place. Hi, we lovely corpses. Coral could possibly be a form of fruit of tree of life. Could explain the age of the life forms and how well preserved they are, yeah. Rickman played Metatron in Dogma. Oh! I haven't seen Dogma in forever, but I do love Alan Rickman in it. I feel so The light. Another angel. Oh Lord, I can feel your love. I feel fear. I mean, I am a sinner, so you know. How's my mirror? What? Do I have no eyes? I have no eyes and I must see? What are you? So, Water Womb World. Name of the game. Wait a minute, you're a sinner. Many does. Womb. Hunger. I am hunger. Go and join angels. Join God. No need. No need. I am. Do I have no eye? Oh, my hands. Must find it. Must find what? Feed on coral. Oh no. You guys can't see that. Here, wait, hold on. There. This is how I've been moving around, by the way. More. Oh, I hate that. Look at our hands. I would argue this is not God. More. I can just keep feeding at the same spot. Water Womb World. There's a lot of buddies. Okay. So are your hands feeling okay? It's very Lovecraftian for something that was initially Christian. I see you. Hi, Lisa. Hello. Just a bit. It's fine. Throw the net, cat. Throw the net. I couldn't. When the text is happening, I can't. Well. What if I say no to joining? That's a good question. And I don't know. Well, we did it. I don't know what we did. Yeah, this is the fourth game. All right. Do I feel accomplished? I don't know. What happened? That was very surreal. I like that it didn't outstay its welcome. I was a little afraid that it would be a lot of just like fishing for like just cuz. But yeah. All right. So that same person has a few others like it, said River. So let me look. Oh, I don't like that. Discover my body. Discover our bodies. The well. Oh, God. Lips like vellum. Oh, no. They say comedy. So, discover our bodies says science horror edutainment. Discover my body is body horror comedy. Oh, well, this is a short point and click horror game. Lips Like Velum. It's a demo. I'm curious about The Well. It's only $2, I guess. Lovecraftian body horror love letter. And then a religious comedy horror game. I'm curious about Lips Like Velum. All right. Let's do it. Edit. There we go. Oops. Done. All right. Download. Okay. Point and click horror game made for Darktober Jam 2018. Speak to creepy spirits, solve puzzles, and escape your captor. All right. And it might end early because it's a demo, is what they warn. So, a mouse is recommended for this game. Extract files. Cancel. Okay. What did I do? Oh. Yeah. There we go. All right. All right, chat. We'll try this one out. It would have been an amazing bad ending option, though. Throw nets at the angel things. That would have been great. Doesn't need his equipment considering he's with the angels now. I mean, angels and God are just not humanoid in the slightest. Yeah. Well, I mean, kind of. They still have a head and a face. Well, the squid one did. Good luck, spirit. Avocado toast and pumpkin coffee. I mean, that's legit. Now I'll never be able to afford a house. Wait, why? The dev for the game, Yames, described it as aqua Catholicism. I can see it. Nope, I don't want that one. Lips Like Velum. I did not expect it to be tiny. All right. Oh God, sister. That's all it said so far. Avocado toast cat. What? Kyrie! Thank you so much for 13 months of support. I appreciate you with that Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Kyrie. I appreciate the hell out of you. Hey. All right. Do I have to enter? Space? Oh no. Oh, wake up. E. Please wake up. Please listen. You've got to get out of the house. Father can't be trusted. I didn't just disappear. We were both born to be taken by God. You must leave, or suffer the same fate as me. Search the room. There is a way out. Find Bob, and be brave tonight. For your own sake. What? You have been contacted by your sister, Clara, in your sleep. She has given you an urgent message to leave the house. It would be wise to search the room for anything she might have left behind. I'm clicking everything. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. You'd think like under the bed or in a drawer. Oh. Oh, these are the two things I can do. Okay. Can I do anything else? That's what happens when I hold up WASD or W. Got a geode. Okay. Crumpled note. Can I read crumpled note? Your shelf. The wood is old and rotted. Okay. The door leads out to the hallway. On the left is your shelf. On the right is the mirror. Oop. So that's what happens if I press down. So wait. I said T for tutorial. Hold W and click an arrow to navigate around. Press I to access and close your inventory. Press E to confirm, continue through dialogue. Escape key to end the game. Use the S key to get a description of the room. Not all rooms have descriptions. Hovering over interactable objects, NPCs will change your cursor. Okay. If you're reading a book, use the arrow keys to flip through the pages. All right. Well, there's me. You're a mirror, quite dusty. You look like a ghost in the reflection. All right. Holidays and their origins. The modern holiday of Halloween finds its roots in the Celtic Samhain festival. This day marked the division of the year from the lighter half to the darker half. The ancient Celts observed this day without caution, understanding that the boundary between this world and the other world become thinner. It doesn't seem like there are arrows here, though. How do I get out? Not like that. Not like that. Not like that, chat. Hi, Dalton. Hello. Well. My bad. This will probably be the last one I play. Also, because I'm tired and I'm kind of ready for a nap, to be honest. I don't know why, but just... I think it's just the change of weather and stuff. It's kicking my butt. Alright. Your window is quite cold standing in front of it. The wind blows in gently. Combo. Okay. Heavy combination lock put on the door after Clara disappeared. Your father is the only one that knows the combination to your knowledge. Oops. I could use a nap as well. Yeah. I am ready. I got geode. Alright. Okay. On fairy doors. The fairy door is a miniature door, usually set into the base of a tree or cliff, behind which may be small cavities for the leaving of gifts, offerings, and notes. The construction of the fairy door ought to be done for best results with all natural materials or materials concerted on an auspicious day. How do I get out once I'm in the book? I don't know how to get out of the book, though. Enter. Okay. On crabs. About 1/4 of the Dungeness crab's weight is meat. The flesh has what is considered to be a delicate flavor and slightly sweet taste. Dungeness crabs can typically be purchased either live or cooked. Live crabs are cooked simply by dropping them into boiling salt water, waiting for a boil to return, and then allowing it to continue for 15 minutes, after which time the crabs are removed and placed into cold water to cool and then cleaned. Okay. It's locked. Oh. Kata!
Hi, I love your face.
And I love your face, Kata! Chat, please go follow and watch Kita if you're not already. Hello, hello. Thank you for 44 months, Kita. I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you, thank you. I'm a vampire right now? Well, that's ironic. Nap sounds like an idea I can get behind. Yeah, we're all like, okay, we're ready for naps. Group nap. She was born on August 31st. Aww. Cute. I guess these books made a real page turner. God damn it. Hello, hello. Do it or else. Hi, Dooms. By the way, hello. I'm sleepy. I'm so ready to take a nap. Like, after this game, I'm just going to take a nap. I don't know why. I keep yawning. Read. Lisa, I know you understand that you are not to move from your room tonight, but I went ahead and locked the door anyway. I will come collect you by the time when the time is right. Don't try anything. I will know, Father. The fuck? You're in your bedroom. Your bed sits in the corner by your dresser. There is a crisp draft coming through the open window. All right. No, how do I guess clicking. Geode. No, not clicking. Arrows? Arrows. There's so many buttons. Can I use item here? A note with scrawled handwriting. Start with the number 3. Then the numbers are up by the 1st till the 3rd. The last number is the 3rd down by the 2nd. Start with the number 3. Then the numbers are up by the 1st. So I assume 3, 4 till the 3rd. The last number. So 3, 4, 5, 0 or 1. I'm going to say exit again. Am I reading that funny? Am I wrong, chat? What do you guys think it might be? Tuesday, more like snooze day. That's an interesting title. Yeah. What's Velum? I don't know. Membrane structure, typically covering another structure or partly obscuring an opening. Okay. Father is creepy. It's okay, Kita. You missed the creepier name title before. World of Horror vibes? I could see that. I did. It was called Water Womb World. That's a game. Okay. Did I not do it? I'm assuming I didn't do it. God damn it. right. Start with the number 3. Then the numbers are up by the first till the third. What does that mean? The last number is the third down by the second. I'm asking chat. What do you think this means? Because I take it as 3, 4, 5, 1. Ew, no thanks. It wasn't anything relating to that. It was just a weird, like, deep sea diving Christian eldritch horror thing going on. It just was a title. I'm off to work. Or you're off from work. Oh, that's exciting. Soft palate in the mouth. Wound world. It wasn't wound. It's womb. I'd make it 3693. Okay. Newly discovered material has been around for centuries. Gotcha. Velum is the old paper made of animal skin. Fair. All right. Trying to remember the controls is the bane of my existence. Well played, Hall. Well played. Womb. Yeah, like Kotan. Yes. What Dalton said. Yeah. Hence why Kita said ew. Well, I did it. That's a closet. You slide the box away. A dark, wet hole is revealed. A strange coppery smell drifts from it. That looks like a vagina. I don't like this. I don't want to go in there. No. You're inside your closet. Heavy boxes line the wall. There's a scrape on the wall. Yeah. Cat, what? It's a wet hole in my wall, and look at that shape. That is a vagina. If I've ever seen one. You get the feeling it would be unwise to enter without being properly equipped. With what? What do I need? I thought I've looked everywhere. I clicked on the books already. What? Okay, chat, you can help me because I'm confused and a little stuck. I was trying to avoid saying that. It's what it looks like. Is Cat wrong, though? I even said that before Cat said what it looked like. Yeah. Out loud, yeah. But why is that the first thing to come to your mind? Because it's what it looks like. I'm pretty sure that might be what it's suggesting. Chat behave. Cat started it? Maybe the geode? I can't do anything with it. A blunt rock with crystals inside. Use. I can't use it. Fucking that scared me. Not what I expected to have happen. Oh, wait. Got glass shard. I did something. Is this enough protection? Oh. The hole closes quickly behind you. Oh, what if it's a different kind of lips? We're keeping it. Ah! Ah! I beg your pardon, cat. The name of the game is Lips Like Velum. The hole closes quickly behind you. Hi, sir. What are you? Do you know Bob? Do you know Bob? You know him. It doesn't seem like it. Seems like you wandered in. Like everyone else. Please, I knew Clara. Well, your blood smells the same. Or similar. Very similar. What do you want? How do I find Bob? You don't know? You really did just wander in here. Well, just follow the red mushrooms. That's it. Well, you seem friendly. I hope you don't die. Bye-bye. I mean, I hope I don't either. You cannot make out through the darkness what is in front of you. The red mushrooms? Good luck. Wait, how did I do that? He said follow the red mushrooms, did he not? Don't like the squish noises. Do I have to click them? Oh, got it. There's no light here at all. The darkness seems to fold everything into it. You cannot even be sure of the direction you came in. You cannot see anything at all. It is very dark and very quiet. You hear only the sound of your heart beating and the blood rushing in your head. Something stirs in the darkness. The fuck? Is it a snake? Blood. Good blood. Yours was so sweet, so tasty. Blood, blood, blood. A young girl's blood. I love the young blood. I love the copper tang, the texture. Sometimes I eat up the little children. Sometimes I cannot help myself. Hee hee. The bones are soft and the skin is sweet. But why did you give me your blood? Would you like to be friends? What can I do for you, my friend? Are you Bob? I have many names. That is my little child name. Yes, Bob. But why did you give me your blood? I need you to help me get out of my room. Out of your room? Hee hee. I know someone who can do that. I know a friend who can do that. He might need something from you someday, though. Something more than blood. Oh, blood, hee hee, sweet blood. Please call him for me. Hee hee. It is already done. He is waiting outside your window. Now leave before I eat you up. Hee hee. Okay. Your window. It is quite cold standing in front of it. The wind blows gently. Oh, hi. Hello, sweetheart. I'll just say, who are you? I'm an angel from heaven. I made something just for you. Please don't mind if it's a little wet. Just remember, this will cost you, but you knew that. Got a bone key. Unlocked. Well, that's the end of the demo! I hope you enjoyed playing it. You can exit the game by either hitting escape key or clicking X on the window. What? Sir? Nope, bye. I did it! I am just very confused by this game. I think that's the point. So this is a Wendy's? What a pleasant chap. Ton of videos of people playing the game, but no written walkthrough. Yeah, there's not much to figure out. I mean, it's very limiting on what you can do, so you eventually kind of figure it out. That poor frog. I like the creepy art. I'm curious. I want to know the end. I knew it wouldn't be because it's the demo. Though I am a little worried about the metaphors. About the daughters with the dads, and I'm a little nervous about that. Don't like that. So I'd be a little concerned as to which direction it goes, because I'd prefer that not to be the direction. I'd rather it just be supernatural creepy. Maybe a Satanist, I don't know. Hi Rudy Moo. Is a huge worm snake-like parasite devouring the large man's head? No, I thought it was like him not having a head. I thought like this was the rest of his body, but maybe not. Maybe you're right. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I don't want to look at him though. So that was Lips Like Velum, which is interesting. I am not surprised River suggested these. I'm interested in them. Seems like they are a fan of using Christian themes in their horror games. It is an interesting style, yeah. All right. So, I'll just go over here and play some music. Did I hit play? I did. Can't play the current song. What? Okay. You okay there, Spotify? Are you okay? Because it didn't seem like you were okay. That's fine. I assumed it was like smoke or something coming from his neck. Oh, I could see that. Like headless from Sekiro. Gotcha. I could see that too. I like this game better. Look how cute the main character is. More like a tadpole. It's eaten down to the base of the neck. I mean, I can see that now that you say that, but I thought it was part of him. If that makes sense. But yeah, so we played 5 indie games today, chat. Hell yeah. All the indie games. But yeah, I am ready to take a nap for some reason. I am fully ready. It's you, you're the main character. Aw, I love you. All the games, all of them. So the next stream is going to be tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time. That's all of the streams on this channel for the rest of the week. Tomorrow we're going to be playing 2 Patreon picks, starting with Hall's Patreon pick of The Letter, and then we'll be playing Kath's Patreon pick called Gibbous, yes, Cthulhu Adventure. And then Thursday, Fatal Frame 5 comes out on the Switch, so we're going to be playing Maiden of the Dark Water, or Maiden of, I don't remember, something like that. Fatal Frame 5 on Thursday and Friday. Friday will be a shorter stream because Friday evening, me and Kita will be. We have it. YOLO. YOLO. Oh, that is not it. That is not a dog. That is not a dog. That is not a dog. Go, 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 go.
Love ya.
I love you too. Well, friends, thank you for the 38.19. I love you so much. I had to even that out. Thank you for making it an even 600. I appreciate you. And we're good. Later. Thank you, baby. Not a dog. Not a dog. Yeah. Yeah, Friday evening on Kita's channel, who's there in chat. You guys should follow and watch Kita. At 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, we'll be in her channel doing that Mario Party Superstar, right? Superstars? Mario Party Superstars on her channel. And then on Saturday, we'll be playing it on my channel. And I'll be cosplaying something. Don't know what yet for Halloween. So, party! It's just we excite. So, yes. No, you're fine, Bella Coco. But yeah, I think 2 of them I remember seeing. Waterwind World you had. Interesting, because I hadn't heard of that before. But then again, I follow Christoph Frey, so I know all their games. I like their shit! So, let's go raid someone. But thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me. And thank you for being understanding about a shorter stream. I'm so tired. I don't know why. I think the cold weather's kicking my butt today. And also it's the first day in a couple days I haven't had coffee. I think it's just a combination of everything, so. Yeah. Like, right here is starting to hurt from all the yawning I'm doing. It's so bad. But let's give some love to someone. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Let's give some love to Frank. Frank is currently playing Animal Crossing, hanging with Pascal, diving in Mermaid DIY Gathering. Yo. I may also nap. I shouldn't, but I might. Kita, you deserve all the sleep. If you can sleep, you should take it. All of the naps. Yeah, we're gonna go raid Frank, and if you guys need something to say, copy and paste this to 1, make sure it works, and 2, to let us know you're coming with. Cat is gonna be Lotta Toad. No. It's either gonna be, so I was supposed to do RE8 Daughter for Halloween. That was the goal. Problem is, one of the pieces isn't here, and I don't know when it will be. So my next backup would be Jill. But one of the pieces is also not here yet, and I don't know when it will be. So worst case scenario, I will be Hanji from Attack on Titan on Saturday. So it just depends. So let's go raid Frank. Oops. There we go. Cat's like, I know you don't sleep. Yeah! So get sleep, Kita! You deserve all the sleep. But thank you guys for experiencing these games with me. Thank you, thank you. Cat out here exposing Keto in 4K. Yeah, exactly. Cat sees you when you're sleeping. She knows when you're awake. It's creepy that she does that, but we love her anyway. Thanks. But thank you guys again for being here. These were fun to explore. I really enjoy indie horror games. And we got to do it before Halloween. God damn it. I'm gonna go sleep. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in Frank's chat for a little bit until I go and take a nap. So I will otherwise see you guys tomorrow for the letter and Gibbous. So take care of yourselves. Have a good night. Bye, everyone. Bye, guys.